Let's get it, Who That Nation. Welcome back to the Who That Nation podcast. How you guys are doing today? Sorry for the echo if you hear some echo, man, but I'm trying to get this stuff situated. But how y'all guys are doing, man? Um, we got talk about a couple of things, man. Talk about a couple of stuff. We're gonna talk about what's taking this team so long to find an offensive partner. I don't know what's going on with the search. They done interviewed like 1,000 candidates, man, for this job. So why haven't they hired anybody yet to be offensive coordinator? So let's get to it, Who That Nation. How you guys have been doing, man? Like I said, happy Wednesday morning to you, man. We coming live to you. But man, what's taking this team so long to find an offensive coordinator? We're gonna talk about it, man. They have interviewed a lot of candidates for this job. So but still nobody's been hired yet. So Who That Nation, I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to drag this thing out. Um, I don't know, but it's crazy to me that you haven't hired anybody yet when it's other teams in your division that have hired coaches, head coaches, offensive coordinators. You know what I'm saying? The Falcons got one of the candidates you wanted with the guy from the Rams, man, and they hired Raheem Mostert as the coach. Raheem Morris, excuse me, but as the coach, which is I think two good hires for him. Because if you look at Atlanta, man, Atlanta has talent. Atlanta just doesn't have a quarterback right now. So, but you look at them on the offensive side of the ball, they got talent, and all they need is a quarterback, really, for that talent. So, but uh, with the defense, I know Ryan Nissen left to go to Jacksonville. I think they still be all right with their defense, man. They just got to add some. They got some nice pieces on defense as well, but they just got to get that offense right. But the Saints, man, they haven't hired anybody. You know what I'm saying? You just lost Pete. You fired Pete Carmichael. Pete Carmichael gone to the Broncos. We already knew that. He's going to be on their offensive staff. Don't know what his role will be, but for you to not have any had any hires in this whole thing is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't, like I said, you didn't interviewed over 10 candidates for this job, and you haven't got anybody yet. I thought they was gonna get the guy from the Texans, quarterbacks coach. I think it's Gerard Johnson, but he went on and stayed with the Texans. So, man, you study interviewing people, man. Like, when are you gonna find somebody? You know what I'm saying? When are you gonna find somebody? Because all these interviews, you're gonna let all the good candidates, man, just get hired already. Like the Rams, I think the guy from the Rams, man, that would have been a nice, you know what I'm saying, pickup because he can bring some of that Sean McVay offense over here, and with Derek Carr and these receivers, man, these running backs, man, you can get that system in here and man, just see what it'll do. But you lost him. The other guy went to the Bears, man. I forgot the guy from Seattle went to the Bears. I think the pitcher dude is staying with Cincinnati or going to Tennessee or something like that. So you're really running out of time, man. I mean, you're still not out of time, man. But you can. I just want them to get this hire right. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're just interviewing a lot of people just to make sure they get the right guy, man. But you got to go and hire somebody, man. You got to go and hire somebody. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know, but we'll see. I just I just need to see a sense of urgency with this hire, man, with this offensive coordinator position. So I don't know who that nation. I don't know when they're gonna make the hire, man. But we just hope they get the right guy for this team, and we'll see. But let's talk about some other stuff, man. Let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about the championship game from Sunday. If you was off Sunday, wherever you are, I hope you had a chance to watch those games. Two good games, man. Championship Sunday. I was at work, but I got to watch most of that Baltimore game. I got off at 6, and I caught the rest of the Detroit and 49ers game. So, uh, the Baltimore game, who that nation, man, the Baltimore and Kansas City game was a game, right? I thought Baltimore was gonna be able to put it off, but the way how I seen Kansas City win the Buffalo game, it just made me, just rethink stuff with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Like maybe they figured it out just in time for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it looked like. The opening drive of that Baltimore game, man, Kansas City just went down the field with ease, man. Scored the touchdown. It was kind of like, to me, man, I was kind of disappointed in how Lamar and them played, especially that first half, man. I thought Kansas City's defense played better than Baltimore's defense. So, but that was a cool game. That was a good game. But at the end of the day, Kansas City got the victory. I think it was just, I thought Baltimore got out of, you know what I'm saying, got out of what they wanted to do, got out of their game plan, man, and they just never had a rhythm on offense. Like the whole time, watching that game, I never thought Baltimore was going to win that game because they just didn't have a rhythm on offense. And it was long play here, and long play here, fumble there, strip sack, interception. You know, they never was in a rhythm on offense. Really, Kansas City's defense for that. So Kansas City's defense had them all out of whack. But shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Kansas City, I guess, for getting to their second Super Bowl in a row, man. That's crazy. That's crazy to be right back in the Super Bowl after you just won. That is crazy. But Baltimore, that's a failure of the season. Real letdown. Man, that's crazy. But Kansas City going back to the Super Bowl. Now let's get into the NFC Championship game, man. That game started early at 5:30, man. I called it because 30 minutes before I was getting off, I seen the start of it, man. I was like, damn, man, Detroit already scored, man. They scored on that Jameson Williams in around run, man. And like, well, okay, Detroit came to play. So got to the house, watched it, man. As the game went on, I'm like, man, I'm thinking Detroit is gonna win this game. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers, if you paid attention to the 49ers defense the last 2-3 weeks, they haven't been playing they haven't just been a dominant defense. They haven't. You look at how Green Bay played. Really, Green Bay was supposed to beat the 49ers. But they got bailed out by some turnovers. You know what I'm saying? 2 Jordan Love interceptions, man. That's what really made the 49ers win that game. So, but when me watching that game, I definitely thought the Lions was gonna win this game. But the second half, they just came out flat. Not flat, but man, they didn't keep that sense of urgency that what got them there, got them the lead in the first place. So, man, questionable calls from Dan Campbell, man. Who that nation? Man, I was thinking in my head when as I've been watching the playoffs, I was like, damn, the Saints let the wrong person go with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell should be our head coach, but the way how he goes for it and gambles sometimes, that you know how we get on Dennis Allen for not being aggressive enough. Dan Campbell is too aggressive. He's too aggressive, man. Because a couple of those calls, man, just take the points. You know what I'm saying? Just take the points. Do not try to be overly aggressive and don't get points, man. They didn't get no points. You know what I'm saying? Off those drives, man. When you know what I'm saying, and you were just being too overly aggressive, I think. So, it cost them. It cost them because they couldn't stop the 49ers in the second half, man. And Freddie Purdy and them and McCaffrey and, you know what I'm saying, Ayuk, Samuel, all those guys, man, they came to play in the second half, man. And they had the strip fumble on Gibbs, the fumble on Gibbs, you know, and that was it, man. That's all they needed, man. And that momentum swung in the second half. So I just thought Detroit had that game, man. That's a messed up way to lose a NFC Championship game when you've been leading this whole time. But it's the playoff, man. Stuff like that happens. That's why I just don't understand and Sean Payton used to do this too sometimes. He used to do this too. Instead of trying to, you know what I'm saying, win the game, you want to go out in this style way. You remember, if you were Saints fans, Who That Nation, if you remember if you remember the NFC Championship game, I think 2018 when they had Breeze and Peyton mic'd up, I think. You can listen to Drew after they threw the long pass again. Drew was saying, he told Sean, we gotta be careful here. Sean Pace then said, we're gonna be careful, but I want to score a touchdown. That's what he said. He said, I want to score a touchdown, but we're gonna be careful, but I want to score a touchdown. That's trying to go out in style. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to win the game, you want to do it your way of winning. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to score a touchdown right here. Run this clock out and kick this field goal, and that's how we'll do. They end up having like 25 seconds left or something like that, 15 seconds or something like that. If they do it like that, if they tie the game and win it on that, you just got to tip your hat to them. But that's how Dan Campbell was, man. That's how Dan Campbell was. Oh, no, we're going for it. 4th and 3, we're going for it. No, kick the field goal. You want to get points. That's the name of the game, is to get points. You know what I'm saying? So with them not kicking those 2 field goals on those 4th down drives, it costs because you end up losing by 3. So that was just crazy, man. These coaches, sometimes they just be hitting over their head. That's how they played the whole year, so you don't expect them to change it, but sometimes you have to change stuff sometimes. You got to change stuff. All right, that was my thoughts on that, and so we got the Kansas City and San Fran and Super Bowl, man. It should be a pretty good game. Looking forward to it. But Who That Nation, we gotta get this offensive coordinator. We gotta get this offensive coordinator position right. I just don't know what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what they're trying to do. I want them to go ahead and just hire somebody so we can know who it is. But the Saints are trying to drag this thing out. I don't know why, but that's what they're doing. In my opinion, who would I want? I would have liked to got the guy from Houston, even though he hasn't called plays before. But you see how he was with C.J. Stroud this year. So I want to see anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody you're bringing in with a fresh mindset, creative. You know what I'm saying? Cater to the teams, to the players. You know what I'm saying? Their skill set and stuff like that. Because this is not a bad. When you're taking over this offensive coordinator position for the Saints, this team is loaded with talent on offense. They're loaded with talent. You're not coming to a situation that's just bad. Yeah, Derek Carr's a very veteran quarterback. He didn't play well at the beginning of the year. We know that he missed some throws and, you know what I'm saying, made some costly interceptions. We know that, all that. But you still can build around him if you're a good coordinator. You still can build around him with the playmakers you have, with Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, Juwan Johnson. Hopefully Kendra Miller can stay healthy. Alvin Kamara, if he's coming back. You get some pieces on this, get some more fresh pieces on this O-line and draft you another receiver maybe or something like that. Man, this offense has potential. We seen it. So you just got to get some fresh ideas in here, man. To get with the times of the NFL, to get with the plays they're doing and stuff like that. And then this offense could be successful, but you have to get this offensive line back intact, get them back right, because you might be going into this year looking for a left tackle and a right tackle, depending on what happens with Ramczyk with his knee. So you don't know, but you might need to still go and draft you a right tackle too and a left tackle. So we'll see. But as far as them getting this offensive coordinator position right, I definitely want them. But that's all I really had to talk about today. Who That Nation. When will this team make a hire? And you got the candidates from the 49ers. Maybe they're waiting on one of those. So we'll see. We'll see. But I definitely don't want to make this team. They're going for a guy with the 49ers, from the 49ers. So it makes sense. But like I said, we'll see Who That Nation is. We'll see. Pretty much pretty much been dead on the news for us. Demario Davis going to be in the Pro Bowl. He's going to replace Fred Warner. Shout out to Demario Davis. Thought he had a damn good year. Again, like I can't say enough about him, Demario Davis, man. He's a dog, man. Like, remember when Demario Davis came over here in 2018? You know what I'm saying? Man, when they first signed him, man, I'm like, okay, they got a linebacker. I didn't know what we was getting in Demario Davis. You know what I'm saying? But Demario Davis has been a dog ever since he's been here. He's the heart and soul of this defense right now. So I can't say enough about him, man. Another year with 6.5 sacks after the year before last year. His age shows in some areas, but not too much. But he's still the heart and soul of this defense, man. And shout out to him. Shout out to him because he had a hell of a year this year. In case you didn't notice, but that's our guy, man. Shout out to him for getting back-to-back Pro Bowls. That's good for Demario Davis, man. Shout out to him. Like I said, he's the heart and soul of this defense. He deserves everything that's coming to him. Who else will be in the Pro Bowl? We got Rashid Shaheed's going to be in the Pro Bowl. All-Pro. Rashid Shaheed, man, made a big jump this year. He made a big jump this year from last year. And I thought he could have been used more, Who That Nation. I really do. I thought he could have been used more. And but once this new offensive coordinator we get, and they see the weapons we have, man, with Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave, man, I think it's gonna be special. Who That Nation. I really do. Just gotta get a guy in here that's creative and, man, won't be scared to call plays. You know? So we'll see. We'll see. But shout out to Rashid Shaheed. I'm gonna do another video, man. I'm gonna talk about this. Trey Marshawn Lattimore will be just stupid. I'm gonna talk about that, man, later on in the week. That's gonna be my next video. I'm gonna talk about that. But I'm gonna holler at you guys, Who That Nation, on the next video I do. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about that Trey Marshawn Lattimore thing that I've been hearing. That'll be stupid, but we're gonna talk about that later. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. When would these guys make a hire, and who would they hire for the offensive coordinator position? So I might get out here, man, try to do some yard work, Who That Nation, maybe. But got to go to work tonight at 6. So man, y'all continue liking and subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. And y'all keep doing that. Run those likes up, run those subscribers up, man, so we can get this channel growing more. And that's it, Who That Nation, man. I appreciate you guys for checking me out. As always, appreciate it. So I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next video. Until next time, I'm out, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you at. It's pretty outside today in Shreveport here. It was pretty yesterday too. It's like 70 degrees. So I'm gonna get out and enjoy this day before I go to work tonight, man. But y'all take it easy and y'all be careful, man. Who That Nation. I'm out.